Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it is a 1 vs 1 on Echo Isles between our yellow orc player, Grubby, and on the left side, we have our blue human player, FortuneFaded, who says he's Yagami. Speed this on up to the 8x mark, to the 2-minute point of the game, when all the good stuff starts to happen. All the heroes come out.
Work complete.
Yada yada. And I've had this replay in my possession for a good while now, but haven't got around to casting it. Lots of top replays and replays of the week have come out and all that stuff. Mountain King out for FortuneFaded. Going after the big creep camp. The Renegade Wizard buys a Shadow Priest.
We're under attack.
And the power of human creeping.
Ready to work.
Probably the best in the game with Militia, and then I would say Night Elf. The Ancient of War gets a Ring of Greater Selling for the Mountain King. And Grubby gets a Ring of Lesser Selling. And a Voodoo Lounge will be up by the time the creeping is over. We'll run over there, grab some salves, and continue the game. And one kobold left there. And finishes that off. Level 2 Mountain King.
Work complete.
No brute camp here, harassing some of these peasants. Almost lost a couple. We'll now go after this no brute camp. But there are some grunts on the way. Manual health. Bash finishes off the Knoll. And Troll Shadow Priest being greedy and healing himself over the Mountain King. Grubby now gonna go after the Ogre Warrior camp. And probably just kill the Ogre Warrior. Grab the item. Has a Claws of Attack +6 as well from a creeping experience. Maybe he bought that from the marketplace. Not sure. But gets a Circlet of Nobility. And I think he did buy that Claws of Attack +6 from the marketplace, as I didn't really see him creeping. Let's focus on FortuneFaded here, but that's okay. Either way, he has what he has. And Magi camp will fall shortly. Looks like Grubby is on his way, but Magi will fall before he gets there. And grabs a Circlet of Nobility from that camp. Grubby will go after the weak peasant here. Some free experience. Somewhat free experience, I suppose, at the cost of a Stormbolt. Scout tower completed. And peasants in a little bit of trouble. Another Stormbolt on the Blade Master. Going for the stronghold. Back at the base. Very low Blade Master here. Don't think he has enough mana for another Stormbolt. Didn't think so.
We're under attack.
Now we'll speed build a Town Hall. Only has 3 peasants to do that. That'll get the job done regardless. Some grunts here are going to proxy creep for the Blade Master. Murloc Nightcrawler will go down. Tome of Knowledge for the Blade Master.
Upgrade complete.
Always good to see a Tome of Knowledge. Good for the mind, body, and soul. In other words, strength, agility, and intelligence. And the Arcane Vault coming up here. Brought a couple extra peasants to help build the expansion. Arcane Vault up, and we'll be buying a Scroll of Regeneration here shortly. A couple Clarity Potions as well. Sells his Ring of Greater Selling. And looks like no Scroll Regeneration. I guess he doesn't really need it. Only a couple units with low health. And Grubby with 4 grunts. Was going to move in. Decided against that. And may go after the Nightcrawler camp instead. And a rather large camp. And picks up, I think, Boots of Speed. I'm not sure if that was Gloves of Haste or Boots of Speed. I think Gloves of Haste, maybe. Probably bought the Boots of Speed from the shop. And picked it up faster than I could even see it. Now level 3 on that Blade Master. Shadow Hunter out. Second hero for Grubby. And we can check real quick, see if there's a second hero coming up. Town Hall still for FortuneFaded. And Troll, Shadow Priest in a little bit of trouble. And a Stormbolt from downtown, like Carl Malone, the mailman, delivering packages. Picks out a Grunt. And Grubby will get a nice, easy footman kill there. And Grubby usually goes Torrent Chieftain or Shadow Hunter, and this time it's going to be the Shadow Hunter. And our Raiders will soon be out and snare first.
Work complete.
And some Spirit Walkers as well. I'm going to finish off the Trapper Camp. And a new Shadow Priest purchased, and a Berserker Mud Golem as well.
Research complete.
And just now getting that tier 2 at the base. No Arcane Tower at the main base. And we'll have a Guard Tower and an Arcane Tower at the expansion, however. And looks like a third tower will be coming up. And Ogre Mauler also purchased as well. And looks like it didn't have the funds for that right away. Troll Berserker Camp gonna fall. Not gonna get interrupted by the human. Stormbolt on the Shadow Hunter slows down him, but little speed will get him on out of there. Hex on the Mountain King. And the Shadow Priest goes down. Mud Golem very low. Mountain King caught up on that pig there. That pig should be executed for its crime of holding back the Mountain King. And Spirit Walker insta-gibbed. Ethereal form. And Town Portal will bail the human for now. And that would give Grubby a chance to creep a little bit. Looks like he may be going towards the Magi camp. And Footman out of position there. May fall to the Blade Master. Give him a little bit of experience while the Shadow Hunter grabs all the experience from the camp. And will he make it? No, 5 health on the Footman. Killed by the Mountain King. And a Ring of Selling for the Shadow Hunter. Dust of Appearance being used by the human. Makes a little bit of extra damage on the mountain, or on the Blade Master rather, due to that. Moving towards the Voodoo Lounge, gonna grab some salves as he has a pretty low health army here, including the Shadow Hunter. And Tome of Experience for the Shadow Hunter. Huzzah! For the Tome of Experience. Ever so rare, ever so useful. Now level 3. All in part to the Tome of Experience. And Gargantuan Sea Turtle Camp for FortuneFaded.
We're under attack.
A little bit of a scuffle at the human base there. Archmage out for Faded. And gonna finish off that Berserker. Micro here, keeping alive these footmen. I suppose not too difficult. Some of these footmen are really low. 3 health on that footman. And gets a Ring of Regeneration from the camp. Still has a Clarity Potion as well, which could be using in Marketplace camp for Grubby here. Tome of Agility dropped by the first creep. See what the Magi drops here for Grubby. Wand of Mana Stealing. And that is instantly sold for a cool 200 cash. Cash money.
Research complete.
And out the shop for Faded. Picks up a Scroll of Healing, Scroll of Protection, and a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. And it looks like 2 Scrolls of Healing. One of them went on the Mountain King there. And now Sorceress is out. And Priests for Faded, which are pretty important. Dealing with a Blade Master. That slow is very, very important to get your
Ready to work.
units away. I got caught up there on my words a little bit. Murloc Nightcrawler Camp gonna go down for Grubby.
Spirit of the earth guide. Work complete.
And Circlet of Nobility drops. And now a pretty well-rounded Blade Master for Grubby. Gloves of Haste. Ring of Selling. Drops the Ring of Selling, though. Picks it up with the Shadow Hunter.
Attack.
But still plus 10 damage on the Blade Master.
Research complete.
Lots of attack. Circlets of Nobility. Not too bad there. Boots of Speed as well. And Grubby will harass and possibly try to steal this Gargantuan Sea Turtle before it goes down.
Attack.
Let's see if he can do that or not. And I don't think that was the case. The rest of the camp falls. And expansion for Grubby is up. And the burrow almost completed here to help defend. Town portal will get the human out of there, though. Way too much orc presence.
Research
And loses a
complete.
couple footmen before he
Complete.
leaves.
Work complete.
And gonna be a Scroll of Regeneration here. Looks like pushing a mana on the Mountain King. May switch over to the Archmage, but doesn't really need that Scroll of Healing now because he does have a couple priests in there healing up the situation. Well, not quite necessary. Another Kodo Beast on the way for Grubby. And continuing with the Spirit Walkers and Demolisher on the way as well. So a siege is planned here soon. A Troll Berserker picked up from the mercenary camp.
Ready to work. Research complete.
Grubby will see everything the human has. And sells his Ring of Selling there by the looks of it. And Grubby taking a tremendous amount of damage. That Scroll of Healing saving the Blade Master, otherwise he would have went down there. Dust of Appearance, so good against the Blade Master. A lot of time I see in my replays that nobody uses Dust of Appearance against a Blade Master, and you really need that Dust of Appearance. Either that or a Beastmaster. The Hawk can see the Blade Master where he may go. So there's a few other counters as well, but we won't get into that. Blade Master taking tremendous damage here. Blizzard all over him. And I think he was stunned by the Stormbolt in that as well. And another Dust of Appearance goes off. We'll keep the Blade Master visible for a while here. Stormbolt and the Blizzard raining down on the Blade Master saved the Healing Wave. And Peasants in on the mix here. Arcane Tower coming up. And now Blizzard coming down on a few units. And Demolishers taking out the casters. So not necessarily a siege on the base, just using the Demolishers to take out the casters. Of course, always a good idea. Troll Berserker finally taken out there. And another Stormbolt on the Blade Master. Blade Master is pretty screwed here. Will not make it out. Blade Master falls. And Faded doing a pretty good job so far of keeping the Blade Master in check. And Mountain King able to Stormbolt, gonna hit the Shadow Hunter. And Shadow Hunter in a little bit of trouble there, but now on the correct side of the battle. Archmage blizzarding, but not getting too much. burning oil on the demolishers. Little piles of fire in the water. And now the expansion under siege here. And not like the Steven Seagal under siege, but more like the Orc expansion under siege. Under siege. 2 guard towers coming up here shortly.
We're under attack!
And another scout tower on the way. And peasants need to stay back from the burrow. Easily killed by that.
We're under attack!
And Grubby taking out a creep camp real quick. Toma strength dropped. And really nice blizzard here, hitting all the peons. Peons go back inside the burrow. And Grubby's micro pretty good. Bash takes out a peon there. And not quite good enough to save the expansion. And now the army comes down. Day late and $1 short, unfortunately. And now the tower's under siege from the demolishers. And +8 damage with those war drums. And peasants going to try and repair. Unfortunately, going to be standing around in fire, though. A little hard to repair when things are on fire. And this peasant will die from the fire. Nope, gets killed by the actual rock. And Bro in a bit of trouble here. And might be able to micro his way out of this and save it. He pops him out, starts repairing soon, but a little bit too late there. And multiple peons go down to Blizzard. Now a level 5 Mountain King and a level 3 Archmage to a level 5 Shadowhunter and a level 4 Blade Master. So slightly higher levels on the Orc, which is surprising. As the Blade Master did go down once and was out of the battle for a little while. Scroll protection up on the human army. Unfortunately, it doesn't work so good on the Spellbreakers. And bash on the Blade Master there. And so far, Blizzard just wreaking havoc this game in this small little area. And an Arcane Vault built behind the way here. And scroll healing now on the entire army. Whole mess of healing going on here. And Mountain King, plenty of mana for Storm Bolts. Blade Master, not too much mana. Not a lot of mana to go around. A potion of mana on the Shadowhunter. So the healing will continue for a little while. But the Blade Master needs that mana to be going in and out of battle. And Witch Doctor placing sentry wards around the map.
We're under attack!
And somehow got in and out of there without actually being killed. That was one bold unit. Who knew Witch Doctors were so brave? Spirit Walker hit with Stormbolt. And 2 Spirit Walkers fall.
Ready to ride!
And Demolishers give a quick twofer on the Arcane Vault. Takes that out. But the expansion's still going strong for Faded, so much more income coming in for the human than Grubby. And Grubby's expansion, or main base here, can't be lasting too much longer. Only 900 gold left. Griffin Aviary Coming up for Faded. And fairly hidden, I suppose, in the back there. Too much room in the back of the human base. Could have made him back there, I suppose. And Pocket Great Hall coming up for Grubby. Leon's waiting around to deposit the gold on patrol. A couple of them a little ambitious and running off. And just barely missed. No, actually got the Blade Master on that one. He must have been just inside the maximum range of that. And now Grubby's expansion back up and running. So there is a weight off Grubby's back, essentially. And knowing that he's going to have some extra income, considering he's on low upkeep. One base, just insufficient. And now Griffin's on the way, 2x2. And Toma Strength, lonely Toma Strength. Just floating in. Feeling left out.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Not particularly useful to Grubby. Really would only give him 25 health on one of his heroes.
Ready to ride.
Dust of Appearance. One Dust of Appearance on each hero. For countering that Blade Master. And Shadow Hunter no longer holding those rings of selling. And we'll actually speed it up to the 2x mark here. And gonna take out a couple peasants here. Looks like he's trying to get his upkeep a little further down. And we'll take out another one there. And looks like Grubby's gonna try and help with this situation here. Dust of Appearance. But a little too late. And Sentry Wards absolutely everywhere on the map. You can see them posted all over the place on the map. All the little white dots. Sentry Wards. And if we turn off the Fog of War here, you can pretty much see the entire map with all of those Sentry Wards. Very well placed. And another Sentry Ward down as well. And Grubby gonna come from underneath, and I'm not even sure what kind of advantage this would give by taking out all these trees from under here, but we will see. A far better player than I, so... And my camera went a little wacky there. And looks like he's trying to hide the Demolishers behind everything. And Arcane Vault gonna get taken out here really quick. And then with the Demolishers behind there, subject to Blizzard, but also easily accessible to the Sorceress and Priests.
Work complete.
Sentry Ward could be very useful right about here. And now tons of Griffins out. And goodbye, Demolishers. Griffin's going down, or Demolishers going down very quickly here. And Ensnare should be coming on these Griffins soon. Blizzard doing quite a bit of work here. Vulnerability Potion on the Blade Master will keep him alive and damage-free temporarily. And the Ensnare's not really cutting it. A hexed Griffin there turned into a Seagull. And tons of militia here coming from the flanking side. And really well played here by Faded. Grubby on the run, but can barely even run. There are just so many peasants. And really nice militia usage coming from the top there. And they'll even pickaxe this Demolisher to death, or just say screw it and leave it at 11 health. One of the two. And Spellbreaker will... Nope. Soon somebody will take it out. There we go, Griffins. Good job. And now the expansion definitely going to be in trouble. And Headhunters being created now.
We're under attack.
Beast being
Our town is
replaced.
under attack.
Beast eating a peasant. Not the most efficient usage, but you gotta eat what you gotta eat. And Griffins will maul the peons, protecting the burrow. And this blizzard just wreaking havoc on these peons, just doing so good. Unable to repair with that blizzard coming down. And peasants getting in on the mix as well. And now Grubby going to be expansionless and mindless. And an alchemist out in the field. And resurrecting some spirit walkers. Alchemist able to attack air. But I don't think it's going to be enough, and we'll see what skill he's deciding to use. And it might actually be in his best interest to huck acid at the Griffin Riders. And expansion coming up now for Faded. He will gladly take this bottom rate expansion. Grubby with the only remaining units, and no more will be coming on the field. He only has 99 gold unless he sells something for long distance mines, but this is certainly not mineable at the moment. So this will be Grubby's final attack by the looks of it. And if he can win this one, he may be able to win the game. And Faded may GG out, but not looking too good for Grubby at the moment. However, doing a lot of work on these Griffins. Avatar now up for the Mountain King. And vulnerability. And he did get Acid Bomb for those Griffins, as I suspected he would. Chemical Rage would also work, but Acid Bomb would hit all of those units at once since they're sort of clumped up on top of each other. And Shadowhunter will go down here. Nope, gonna stay alive with that healing. Another Acid Bomb hucked onto the Griffins. And Alchemist goes down pretty quickly there. Just a level 1 Alchemist, not going to last too long. Another revival of a Spirit Walker. And Grubby will have to GG out, just left with nothing. And MVP, definitely that Blizzard. Stopping all of those peons from repairing the burrow, repairing the main base, everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.